Anti-Semitism will become the leitmotif, the beat of the drummer to which our Jewish lives will march. The very famous Jewish historian at Columbia University, the first person in the United States to hold a chair in Jewish history, a native of Tarnów, Poland, Sela Whitmire Baron, wrote in the 1930s about the Lacrimosa conception of Jewish history, the tearful. And Baron had a sweeping view of Jewish history, but his main area was the Middle Ages. And he said for too many Jews, our perception of the Middle Ages is, certainly in Europe, is pogrom, expulsion, persecution. Living in a new place, pogrom, persecution, expulsion, etc. We only see the tearful, we only see the negative. We lose sight of the great intellectual, halachic, communal development. Certainly in the United States, our communal structure, federations, is based on what evolved in the Middle Ages in Europe and Jewish communities. And another Jewish historian, Shimon Ravidovich, wrote about Israel, the ever-dying people. It's a very famous essay in which he talked about the fact that in every generation, he goes back as far as the Mishnah, Imam Mishnah, and he looks at how in every generation, Jewish thinkers, Jewish leaders, rabbis would see themselves as the final generation. At one point, the Rambam writes to the Jews in southern France, there's no one who cares about Torah, you're the last ones, there's no one who's going to continue and go on. Zionist poets, who will read my poetry? And Ravidovich says this was a way for Jews to sort of psychologically deal with any, if you're prepared for a tragedy, you know, it can't surprise you. As we often say, I like to say that a Jewish optimist is someone who thinks things can't get any worse, you know? So a Jewish pessimist is someone who thinks they can get worse, and a Jewish realist is someone who knows they are worse. But that this was a way of preparing, of guarding yourself. You wouldn't be surprised. I sometimes worry that our concern, and believe me, I am concerned. I wouldn't have spent the past 3 years writing this book, going all over, talking about it, etc., instead of going on with my works, other projects I want to do. But I think we also have to be careful of letting that become the motivating factor. Because what we do if we do that is we turn Jew into object rather than Jew into subject. Jew into object, what is done to Jews, instead of the subject, what Jews do. And I've met young people like that. Suddenly a student comes into my office wearing a kippah, and I say, I don't ask the first, well, you know, but at some point I'll say, hey, I noticed you're wearing a kippah. And sometimes I will say, yes, I want to show the Anti-Semites. Now, there are many good reasons to wear kippot, but I think showing the Anti-Semites is not the best of them. You know, it's not to do these things because of, it's the afal pi. You know, I'm reminded when there used to be one road, the coastal road up to Haifa. I think, I don't know if that road still exists, or the hull of the ship, but there was a hull of a ship from Aliyah Bet, right? The afal pi, or the afal pi chen. And our attitude